Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now Luck. He gets it to Humphries. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and then hold down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Luck on first down. Completes it to Davis. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. It's caught. Humphries. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up, but he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Picks up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Check pass. Switch.
Hey, lock it. Check.
From midfield, here's Locke. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 22 yards there, a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Stop your whining.
A look at the numbers from a week ago for Reed. 8 catches, up over 130 yards, and a touchdown. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. And this one complete to Reed. 95 catches for him now on the year. It's a first down. Locke going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage or against traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Locke. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So they have a big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Love. And it's complete. Henry. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing again is Love. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Now a first down for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
On 2nd and 12. Lock, complete. Smith has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Love. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
There we go.
A.J. Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's on it.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
You ready?
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Check tape. Sam off. Defense.
On 2nd down, here's Love. And he's going to have to hook up with Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Block now, hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Yep.
5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
You're out.
Check three.
Kill.
Shoot.
Block now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Locks throw caught by Sutton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
I'm ready.
55! Too low,
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively there to hold it to a short game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was capped off by a Philip Lindsey touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, and here's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Luck. Got a man, it's Brown. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight shuffling run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, he fired a bullet in there for the completion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Derrick Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game as we just saw there.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Luck. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Love. They set up the screen for Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Throwing his line. He gets it to Humphries. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Hey,
from the gun, here's Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But for getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Strip that ball. 5-54. 55. Hey, eat. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Love. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Go now. 30 base.
Block now. 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10.
Look at me. Zip. Ready.
On first down, Love. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Again, it's Love. Got him out open. It's Sutton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Yo. Check 13.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go, fellas.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Locke. He stiff arms it, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go, D.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, seam 6. Now. Hit it.
Clock now on first down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they do every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Clock now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Come on,
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Now.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just picking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Come on, let's go.
Again, it's Henry. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, right. The open man is Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Andrew Luck, 42 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there? Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Ready? To throw again on second down. Lock. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. On first and 10. Lock. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
80 weapons. 5. Hey!
Again, they'll throw with Lock. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Lock going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going back to you.
Hey, wahoo! Look at me. Zip, dude.
Lock again here on second and 10. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Ready?
And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Is fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy out opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. And up here on first and 10. This a quick pass to Davis. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
You got it.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Here's one. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
Check out. 674.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
A first down carry for Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. He's got Smith here. And he'll go down at the 28.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but they're... There have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on the defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play. For the penalty.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll be a gain of 11. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
54 Mike. Let's go.
Yo, go now.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Hey, dude.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn yet another first down. They look to throw. It's locked. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete.
Yo,
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Locke looks to throw it again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
Keep it up, defense.
Go. 5.
Lock now on first down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Go now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey. Defense.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck, he's going deep for Brown. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You ask the equipment guys to make sure they're holding for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. I'm finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pilot, 64, weak. Greystone, travel.
A give, running right, Lindsey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, orbit.
Check 99.
Hey, get it.
To throw his lock. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Well, he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Easy work. It's easy
now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing.
Look at me. Go. Yes. Let's go.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's it, baby.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Leo. Go. Get it ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
60 Pittsburgh.
Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Broncos, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week.